velocity at that point is called the stagnation velocity, which is equal to 0, and that point also called as stagnation. Okay, this is also a stagnation pressure. So it is at that point, zero yung velocity, there's there the liquid, it already at a static level or at equilibrium condition. So if we have to determine the energy at this point, the energy of a fluid from point 1 to point 2, we have to use the Bernoulli's equation. We use the Bernoulli's equation. What we can get is only the ideal flow, or that is not an actual velocity. So if you need the head loss, still ang imuhang makuha is ideal flow, ideal velocity. So it's not an actual velocity. Upon using the Bernoulli's equation, neglecting the friction, neglecting the head loss, you only solve the theoretical flow or the ideal flow. So again, this Pitot tube is used only for higher velocities because in low velocities, you can hardly estimate the head. So ang imuhang flow is low, imo pong velocity also low. So it's not easy for you to the head of the device. So you have to use this one at higher velocities. Okay. So again, using Bernoulli's equation, neglecting the loss, what we can get is only this formula. This is equal to V is equal to square root of 2GH. H is the difference between the water surface from that point. So this is the value of your H. So that is the difference of H2 minus H1. H1 is from, that is the pressure of the location of that fluid particle na imuhang gi-measure to the water surface. So as you goes deeper, the pressure is increases. So your pressure is equal, it is equal to gamma times H. Okay, so that the V there is equal to V2. I show again that the difference between the water surface. Okay, another instrument or devices that is used to measure the discharge is also, you have gauge. The properties of the gauge is the same as the orifice. So you need to calibrate your gauge in order you know is the coefficient of discharge. So theoretical, inyo siya i-calibrate sa actual, itong iyahang kuan, iyahang value to make that theoretical equal to the actual flow. That is the coefficient. So coefficient of discharge. So inyong testingan good ang devices. And it should be accurate, no? Your measurement should be accurate. So we have there the Bernoulli's equation to get the flow. Then you have the actual device, i-measure ninyo ang flow. Then kung unsay diferensya ana, unsay iyahang error na mo-equal siya sa imuhang actual, muna siya imuhang coefficient of discharge. Again, so this one is your is your gate. So, the depth downstream, depende na siya sa opening sa gate nimo. Okay, so, there, D1, that is the upstream depth, and alternate depth of gate, of the upstream depth of gate, or a sluice gate, for example, is the D2. So, that is the depth. You have a free flow kung imuhang kuan, imuhang gate is ni ubos ang iyahang tubig, but if your gate submerged, so ang flow that is also submerged flow. Okay, again, from this equation, from the Pitot tube, you don't need to memorize the formula. There are times na sige lang inyong para madali jud mo, sige inyong memorize ang formula, but later on malimot mo ana. So ang what remains is only you have to illustrate. Munang ako stricto kay ko anang pag-illustrate sa inyong kay para mo makahibalo o makahibalo ka unsa ni siya nga variables ang inyong gigamit. So you can, after illustrating the problem, you have to kaning Bernoulli's mo ra man gud no. Ang akong ganahan aning hydraulics is gikan sa sinugdanan sa ato ang katapusan na kuan. Puro ta applying Bernoulli's equation, continuity equation, mo ra gud na siya no ang ato ang ginagamit. Unlike mechanics, daghan kay mga theories pa ato ang every topic, naputog lang topic na napulaing theory nga i-apply. So pwede dili ninyo na memorize no. Puro ta Bernoulli's equation. Pud sa gate, puro pud na siya Bernoulli's equation ang formula ana. So, although puro double class ang gibutang diha, kung butangan na siya iyo, actually mao na jud ni ang solusyon, no? Be the solution, ang kuan lang nimo, you're dealing with variables. So, kung butangan na siya og value diha nga what is this is 4 meters and this is 2 meters. Then you also have here the elevation, you have 30, and this one is you have 10 meters. So, energy equation, kasugod na diha tanan. So, ang primero good ninyo is, you have to determine the energy between 1 and 2, between 2 points, 1 and 2. Section 1 and 2, diha rago na sugod. Human, you apply the continuity equation. So, you have to think lang ang imuhang V2 is V2I na siya because that is ideal, no? Neglecting man the head loss, ideal na siya. So, ang inyong kuhaan is only theoretical. Then, karon maabot mo ani nga formula. So, kung inyong huna-hunaon, taas-taas siya awon. So, this is considering the velocity of approach. This one. You consider the velocity of approach of that figure or of that ning device. So that is the formula of the gate. You consider the velocity of approach. Okay. So here, since ang imuhang kuan ani is V2I, and you need to determine the actual. So actual is A2 V2. So V2I man na siya. So ang imuhang V2 is equal to V2, that is CV V2I. Then ang imuhang area 2, that is coefficient of traction times the area of the opening. So if you have to determine the actual flow, so you have CC, AO, CV, V2I. So these are equal to CD, then you have AO and you have V2I. So this will be the formula because Q2 is equal to CD because this one is Q2I. So pwede na diha mo kuan. Anyway, kung unsa ang formula inyong ganahan, as long as it is kuan, it is theoretical lang. Remember, actual flow is not a theoretical flow. So, lahi ang theoretical. Ang theoretical, using Bernoulli's equation. When you say actual, that is really the actual flow. No? That is really the actual flow. So, okay. So, here, then the area there, that is the area, that is, since gate man na siya. So, area by B is the width of the opening, provided, no, if this is the rectangular channel, then nagbutang ka diha o gate. So, if your gate is this one, dayon, imo nang gipasaka, for example, na apay opening. I'm not a good one, but pwede no ning imaginon ra nato. So this will be the gate and that is the opening. So maybe the length of the gate is also equal to the width of the channel. So more or less na ang kuan this one. So to get the area, that is y times the, okay, that is the depth, no? Because this is the area of flow. Mao man ni siya tubig. Kani mo man siya tubig diri nga nigawas. So that is y times b or y times l, because we assume that the length of the gate is equal to the width of the channel. So more or less nun ana ra akong imagination. So again, ako ning kunon. So, gipakita diri, this will be the formula, no? Because this one, this is CD. Okay, that is C to I. Okay, so, kana siya. Yan. Mo man siya. No? Okay, that is the formula. If we neglect the velocity approach, so this will be the formula square root of 2g d1 minus d2. So kanitanan gidira ni using Bernoulli's equation. So para nako, don't memorize na lang. No, you have to illustrate the problem and understand the problem, then apply Bernoulli's equation and continue the equation. Okay, another is we have here another device. This is called venturi meter. Okay, I am assuming that you meet this device sa inyong fluid mechanics, because this is a problem of chapter 2. No, this is one of the chapter 2 is the first one is process of fluid, then the chapter 2 is measuring the pressure, that is the pressure at static condition. Then one is this one, because we use in getting the pressure, the device is using manometer, using isometer like that, pressure gauge. Okay, so mao na siya yung mga example. Ang ako sa hydraulics to, sa fluid mechanics is more on theoretical. This is the application only of Bernoulli's equation. But here, subject in hydraulics to, I am introducing you the coefficient. Actual to ang dissolve ani, that is the actual flow. So ako is sa fluids ninyo is more ani, okay. Mo na inyong pa is Q2I. Mine is Q2, that is the actual. This one is fluid mechanics. Ang kani may actual flow. So sad to say, ganihar akong buntag na balo nga wala ko ay mo'y klase-klase sa inyong fluid mechanics. Even, and I don't know kung the same ba inyong teacher before. Ra, because ang akong nabalaan is whole section maestro lang. So, and I don't know nga, wala po ni kay balo, pod mo ni pabalo sa problema before. You don't raise it department. So, muna siya problema. Kay ang estudyante, basta maestro, wala nga kuan ana mo apply man ng katong mga prerequisite subject. So again, you double time na lang, no? I-double time na inyong pagtuon because ganiha giingnan ko nila wala gud di ay mo only chapter no December. Only properties of fluid lang. So luoy kay mo sa nga tanan. No, the whole chapter, no. Fluid mechanics is not easy, no. For me, hydraulics is easy. Masayo sa hydraulics compare sa fluid mechanics. So fluid mechanics sa civil muna gasugod ang tubig ni subject. So daghan kayo mo na miss, wala mo nagpa kuan, wala mo nagpabalo. And it's the good thing is pasar mo, no? Pasar mo sa fluid mechanics, but you have to think you will take a mock board next year. So you cannot graduate or you cannot take the board exam without passing the exam. So again, fluid mechanics that is also a board subject. So kuan lang mo kanang double time na lang mo sa inyong kuan sa inyong klase. So that is not a review. So that is the first view, no? First view na ninyo. Pero hopefully they can give you a review for the for next year. I don't know pa unsay buhaton na mo ana. Basta you have to take a board, a mock board before you graduate or before you take that. Yun na magproblema anak class. So, ang kuan lang ninyo, no? Muna'y usahay, kung maestro lagi dili klase, walay reklamo. Kung maestro magklase, daghan reklamo. Ang ako lang is, kung ang inyong maestro ga klase, class, let's tinud-anay o klase ninyo, mangayo gud na siya og insaktong performance sa ninyo. Galing lang muna. And I guess, ang estudyante, malipat kung ang teacher dili magklase. So, it's up for, no? It's up to you na sad. Sa ako kay magklase man sad ko. So you have to listen na lang. Again, you review the pressure because you need here the pressures sa kanyang subject. Tune in na lang ninyo na unsay na ninyo din mga study materials. The good thing ninyo is you can during the exam puro mo open notes. Puro mo open notes. You can chat with your classmates. You can send your answer to your classmates. Imong i-pass with imong answer sa imong classmate. Ang problema ang kuan lang ana is you have to risk the consequences if ever, no, if ever dili na para ako para na inyo. So mura na good thing karon sa pandemic that later on kamo may kuan ani kay kamo may mutik sa board unya ko. So again, my topic is only to determine the discharge, the actual discharge for this device. Okay, this manometer, this is the this venturimeter. Sorry, this is a device used also to measure the discharge. So that venturimeter is this one. Okay, you have here a diverging. Okay, you have a converging section. Also have a diverging section. So kanisiya, i-connect ni siya sa pipe. So you will have pipe. Maybe that is from main line. So here, nakay pipe diha. Just imagine, nakay pipe, that is your Q. Q is constant all throughout of your pipe. Nakay pipe, ganahan ka nga mo kuan, kanang discharge sa pipe. So imong putlon ang pipe. Putol water. Pressure head. So is wala siya mura ni because why wala pressure expose man imuhang section 1 o section 2 atmospheric pressure. Ang Bernoulli ay ang gate at venturi meter tamang kay pressure ng pipe. So ang imong kuan is na kay pressure. So mo na rin siya sa imuhang kuan sa imuhang gate o sa imuhang venturi meter. Pero tanan ani class gasugod jud na siya sa Bernoulli's equation, then apply the continuity equation. So, maura ko na siya, balik-balik, balik-balik, balik-balik. Provided, okay, nga na ay Z. Okay. Mingon mo, ma'am, ngano man ang naay elevation di sa kuan? Because not all the time nga imuhang venturi meter horizontal. So mumayar sad na class. So kung ay imuhang venturi meter gaana ug itsura, no, naa siya'y kuan. But this is your reference datum. So unsa man na inyong buhaton? This is your 1 and this is your 2. So okay, that is from center of the pipe. So you have the difference. Now you have the elevation sa Z1 and you also have the elevation sa Z2. So kung ang gihatag ra is the horizontal distance, so you have to know what is the angle of the pipe. So ning ana ang mohang paon sa elevations. Again, measuring pressure head, you can use manometer, isometer, okay, manometer, and we also have a gauge. Okay? So, those are the one atong pwede nato magamit. Then again, this is B2I. So, you need to multiply it by coefficient of velocity para kakuha ka sa actual velocity at the truth. Then, for the CD, again, ang gi-derive ganiha, you have there the coefficient of this to determine that actual Q. Ngano ning mo na po ni siya din siya na kay okay. Pwede nimo ni ma-simplify ning A2 A1 because ang A2 nimo pareha ra man gud na siya. That is pi d squared AD1. Ang A1 nimo is pi over 4 to square. Cancel ang imuhang pi. So it can still be simplified. You can simplify that one. The formula now is equal to D2 1. Okay, so that's all for the venturi meter. So I have here a problem. This one. No? So, kaniha, nag-solve me sa number 1. Then, wala then solve number 2. So I will start in your section. I will start the atong wala na mo na solve number 2. Wala na mo na tiwas.